Now at 10, a major storm rumbling up the East Coast, bringing with it flooding rains, gusty winds, and yes, even a little bit of wintry weather.
This is Fox 25 News at 10.
Well, you can see at Logan Airport and every place else getting soaked with a lot of rain tonight, and this is just the beginning, sorry to say. Hi, everybody. I'm Frank Malika.
And I'm Allison Bologna. It's going to get messy out there tonight. We're on the storm watch, of course. Meteorologist Eric Fisher is here with us tonight with what to expect. Eric?
Well, thanks, Allison. Certainly a messy situation. It's been nasty all day, but believe it or not, the heavy rain is just moving in. So we'll be looking at a lot of rainfall during the overnight hours. You can see it's just moving right in off the ocean. You also notice a little bit of snow starting to show up in portions of northern New England, the hill towns, seeing some wintry weather tonight. But right here in the Boston area, out towards the Cape and the Islands, it is just rain and more rain. It was light to moderate all day. Now you can see these darker greens approaching, even some oranges and yellows mixing in. That is an indication of the very heavy rainfall. And if you look out towards Pittsfield, way out west in the Berkshires, a little snow falling out there. But the rain will just continue to fall all night. Look at some of these reports already. Jeremy in South Dartmouth, 1.44 inches, over about 1.25 inches in Wareham. Duxbury, Warren reporting over 1.5 inches. And even in Holden, northern end of Massachusetts, we're talking about just about 1 inch of rain. So it'll continue to come down. We're a shoe in for 2 to 4 inches. Some towns could see 5 inches of rainfall with this storm. The winds also gusting up to 43 miles an hour in Boston. And the rain's going to be here not just now, but this morning or tomorrow morning and into midday tomorrow. So if you have plans, hopefully they're inside. We're going to talk much more about this coming up in just a little while.
Talking weather now. I'm just going to say it, not going to sugarcoat it. Lousy.
That's it.
Lousy.
A stinker. Awful. Ugly. You know,
Spring on spring.
Yeah, help us out.
Well, we had a dry stretch, about a week and a half, right? So we deserve a little bit of rain. Unfortunately, not a little bit of rain tonight, a lot of rain tonight, and that's going to cause some problems. It's been falling throughout much of the day. Take a look at some of the reports from around the region, and Warren and Duxbury reporting over 1.5 inches of rain already, and over 1.5 inches in Leicester as well. Ted and Billerica, 1 on the dot. And check out what happens when you move up into New Hampshire and Hooksett. Dan reporting only 0.02 of an inch of rain, and actually a little bit of light snow falling there right now. But the heaviest rain of the whole day, it's moving in as we speak. You can see some very intense rainfall all throughout much of southern New England. It's right along the Mass Pike out towards Marlborough. Boston seeing a pretty good downpour right now, and down towards Walpole as well, 93. Everyone's in on the action. And the bottom line for tonight, it is just going to pour sheets of rainfall through tomorrow morning and likely into midday tomorrow. This is a big time storm, folks. It's centered right off the coast of Atlantic City right now, and it has that easterly fetch bringing the moisture right in off the Atlantic, and it's just going to continue to come down throughout much of the overnight and into tomorrow morning. You also notice some pockets of snow, some of the higher terrain, the Adirondacks, the Green and White Mountains. A tricky wintry forecast for some areas. We'll talk more about that in just a couple minutes. The other side of the story is the wind, gusting to 43 miles an hour in Boston, up to 30 in Beverly, and a gust to 33 in Lawrence. Pretty windy out in the Cape as well, up to 44 in Vineyard Haven. The strongest wind gust I've seen so far this evening was 50 miles an hour. That was over in Harwich. So the idea for the storm tonight, 2 to 4 inches of rain. Some towns may even get 5 inches of rain by the time we get towards tomorrow night. The heaviest is tonight through midday tomorrow. The winds will be with us all the way through Monday, and some of those gusts could exceed 55 miles an hour. Significant beach erosion. Also a chance for some coastal flooding here, so the shoreline communities are going to see some big-time waves. We have a tremendous amount of watches and warnings. Quickly right there, you saw the flood watch. That's in effect until Monday morning. I think we'll be talking about poor drainage flooding, also a lot of the streets, the low-lying areas, even some of the small streams. We'll have to watch very carefully. If you live along the banks of one of those, be very careful. That water could rise quickly as we head into tomorrow. Also a wind advisory for the whole region. That's through Monday morning, and a high wind warning for the coastline communities, southeastern Mass, down towards the Cape and the Islands. There's also that coastal flood warning from the New Hampshire border down to Plymouth, and that is through 3 o'clock tomorrow. There's a high tide right now. There's another one around 11 o'clock tomorrow. We also have this winter weather advisory. That's in effect until midnight tonight. That's for the Worcester Hills, the Monadnocks, also the Berkshires. They've been seeing some snow this evening as well. So if you live above 1,000 feet, you could see some sleet mixing in, some snowflakes as well. Bit of a tricky go there. Here's a look at some of those high tides, generally between 10 and 11 o'clock tonight, just about everywhere here. But as you get towards tomorrow, there'll be another high tide around 11 a.m., between 11 and 12. We'll look at some heavy rain right there. So this is the scene tonight. Coastal low pressure, bring that onshore flow in. Windy throughout the night. So we get towards midday tomorrow. Those those heavier bands will shift into southern New Hampshire and Maine. So perhaps for the parade, just a light to moderate rain. Maybe we'll be able to get outside in Boston. And then on Monday, as the storm pulls out, we'll likely change over to some wet snow. That'll start in the hill towns first and then work its way down to the coast. Could pick up half a foot of snow in some of the White Mountains and also into the Worcester Hills. We'll have to keep a close eye on that one for tomorrow night. So tonight, the heavy rain, the strong winds, lows generally mid to upper 30s. Temperatures won't move much. As we get towards 2 o'clock in the morning, well, we also have to set the clocks forward 1 hour tonight. The sunrise tomorrow morning will be at 6:58, sunset at 6:50. It is time to move ahead with daylight saving time. It'll be much brighter as we head through the afternoon hours. And this is how tomorrow will work. Remember, you're going to lose an hour's sleep, but it's a good day to sleep in. Heavy rain in the morning. It will shut off in the south first. Heavy rain will stay with us as you move northward, and the wind's going to be here as well. So Sunday is not looking that good. And then Sunday night could get wintry, especially in the hill towns. We'll be looking at that chance for the snow. On Monday, rain and snow showers persist. It's a gloomy start to the week, but I'll tell you what, we earn some better weather, and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday all look tremendous. So something to look forward to.